Hello everyone, and welcome to Sophomore Conversation. Please watch the rest of this video, and please read the materials that are in the file sections. Let's begin. Let's take a look at our syllabus. This is our syllabus. There's some important information and not important information, so let's go over it. Over here is my email address. Please make sure you know my email address. We'll be using that a lot. And here's my cell phone number. If you want to contact me, please email me or contact me on Canvas. Down here is my cell phone number. Please use that for emergencies only. Please don't call me drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning. Please take some time to read the course introduction. It's really important. Next, please read the objectives and student responsibilities. You can pause the video at any time. And down here is our textbook and materials. For our textbook, you're going to need Communication Strategies 1, and this number here, the ISNB number, is the number you can show the bookstore to get the correct book. You also need a student Canvas account, which I think you guys already have, and every week you need to bring your handphone, make sure that you have recording software, earphones, and a phone charger. You also need to have a portfolio with clear files in it. Next, let's look at the general course information. Please make sure that you read all of this section. You can pause the video now and read it. Okay, let's go over it. As we said before, we'll be using Canvas. We used Edmodo last year, but we're going to use Canvas this year. So please check Canvas regularly for all updates and new information. So if I cancel class, homework change, or there's a new assignment, I'll put it on Canvas first. Also, if you have any questions at all, please check Canvas first and then email me. If you don't participate in online discussion and assignments, your grade will be lowered. So make sure that you check Canvas and that you make sure that you know what our assignments are. As I said before, each student must bring their handphone, charger, earphones to every class. We're going to use them a lot this year. Also, like I said before, if you're going to contact me, please email me or message me on Canvas first. Phone calls are just for emergency. Text messages and Kakao Talk, I won't message them. If you do want to make a meeting and you want to have questions about grades, you want some extra tutoring, some mentoring, please make an appointment. Email me as soon as possible to set that up. Next, please don't be late for class. If you're more than 15 minutes late, I have to mark you absent. We're going to follow Gimcheon University absence policy. After the 4th absence, you're going to be giving a failing grade. This is not my choice, this is Gimcheon University's rule. So please make sure that you email me before class if you're going to be absent. The next week when you come back, please bring me a doctor's note or any kind of school notice. You can bring me like a 약국 영수증 or 진단서 to show me that you're absent. And make sure that you understand that you are responsible for making up all work. You need to come to me, make an appointment, or you need to check Canvas and talk to your other classmates to make up your work. If you are absent, please make sure that you understand that this is a conversation class, and we need to have many people in the class to make sure we have good conversations. If you're absent, that means someone else is missing a partner for conversations. So please, only be absent when it's necessary. Finally, if you have any questions or don't understand something, please come and tell me. I'll never be angry or I'll never be upset. Remember, I want you to succeed and grow as a student, so please ask me questions. Okay, please turn your paper over. Let's look at grading and evaluation. The midterm exam is 20%. That'll be an oral midterm exam. The final exam is 25%, also an oral exam. And your assignments and homework are 35%, so that's a lot of your grade. Please make sure that you turn in all your homework on time. I don't take late homework or assignments unless you're sick or you have an emergency situation. So let's look at the homework and assignment. Your daily assignments are 17% of your grade. Your homework assignments are 18%, and your total is 35%. Next, let's look at your portfolio. In our class, we're going to have a portfolio, both an offline, which is your clear file, and an online, which is Canvas. Your offline portfolio, all you need to do is keep all of your paperwork and printouts, and we'll organize it later. Your online portfolio, don't worry about it. All you have to do is finish your assignments, and I'll organize that. Finally, participation. Since this is a conversation class, you're going to be talking a lot to your other classmates and to myself. So make sure that you're participating in class, not sleeping. Make sure that you bring your book, your handphone, all your materials. It's really important. We don't have much time in our class, so please come prepared. Next, let's look at our weekly plan. As you can see, our topics are empty right now. Next week, we're going to choose topics to talk about. I really don't like the book, so we may choose our own topics to talk about, and we're going to make our own homework. If you notice, each topic takes 2 weeks. So our first week, we're going to be introducing the topic, and then the second week, we're going to be having some reflection. We're going to be doing some analyzation of our conversations and so on. If you look at week 8, that's our midterm exam. And then if you look down here, week 11, that's the academic festival. We're going to have a special class. I'll tell you more about that later. Week 14, portfolios are due. Week 15, we're going to have a makeup and counseling week. And then week 16 is our final exam. Let's look at our course methods, so how we're going to teach the class. Just like on the syllabus, we have our goals and our objectives. They're the same. Now, as I told you before, our class, each topic takes 2 weeks. So let's look at week 1. So week 1, you're going to have some textbook homework due. And then one group is going to present a lesson on a conversation topic, give us some tips, some strategies that we can use to talk about that topic, and then we're going to have some practice discussions during class. Then your homework. So for our homework, we're going to be making conversation journals, and that's worth 30 points. So in your conversation journal, each student must create 5 topic questions, and then you're going to record them either in a video or audio, and then upload them to Canvas. Those are always due on Wednesday, 11:59, and they're worth 10 points. Next, each student must respond or answer to 5 different questions from any group. You can choose any 5 questions, and you will record your answers and upload them underneath the question on Canvas. Those are due Saturday, 11:59. They're worth 10 points. And then you must keep the conversation going on. So you need to answer any questions someone asks you and try to keep the conversation going for the longest you can. That's worth 10 points. Next, week 2. I'm going to give you some feedback on your conversations. Then we're going to listen and analyze someone's conversation, so be ready. And I'm going to randomly pick one of those. And then we're going to give feedback to the speakers and ask some questions. Next, I'm going to give you some new textbook homework, and then we repeat the cycle. So that's basically how our class works. I'll give you more details and we'll practice our conversations and doing the conversation journal next week. So don't worry about it. I'll give you more information. Okay, let's look at the conversation journal. Okay, next let's look at the conversation journal. So these are your instructions up here. And we're going to go through it a little bit quick right now, but I'm going to help you guys next week to do these, so don't worry. So on the conversation journal, it's going to be on Canvas, and you're going to use the day's topic and conversation strategies, record 5 questions, and you can just make one audio file with 5 questions on that. Like we said before, it's due Wednesday, 11:59 for 10 points. Upload your questions to your group, and then listen to all of your group's questions. Then choose any 5 to answer, and then you're going to respond, upload them, and those are due by Saturday, 11:59 for 10 points. Make sure that when you're responding to the questions, you're giving us very specific information and very detailed. It doesn't need to be long. It can be 10 or 15 seconds, but I want to see a good quality conversation. So you can read this conversation here and kind of understand what I'm expecting. Below is the conversation rubric. You can read that later. But the conversation journal is worth 30 points, and I'm going to be grading you on your topic questions, answer and responses, depth of your conversation, which is like the quality. So to get the full 30 points, you need to have really good topic questions, these type of answer and responses, and this kind of depth of conversation. Now, if you're late or you don't answer and respond, it's minus 1 point for each answer and response that is late. Next, let's look at student teaching. So as I said before, each lesson or each topic, one group is going to present a lesson to us on a topic. So this paper is just some information and tips on how to make your lesson. Make sure to be really creative and interesting. We don't want a boring lesson. We don't want to fall asleep. And if you have any questions, please ask me. I can help you. You don't need a complicated lesson. Just make it simple and impactful. Make sure to practice your lesson. Be ready for us to ask you questions. And remember, the quality of your lesson is going to help us grow and get better at English. So please take your time and make a really good lesson. Here are the requirements. These are the things that you must have in your lesson. So just make a 10-minute short lesson on a topic from the book or one that you choose. You need to make a worksheet showing the class notes, conversation strategies, and topic questions. Please make sure you read this. It must be Microsoft Word, one of the formats. I do not take HANA Word files. Email me the file and I'll print it out before class. Everyone must speak and present the lesson. You must have 3 sections to your lesson, like a topic, introduction, conversation strategy, or topic questions. You can put them in any order you want. So maybe you want to have the conversation strategy first, then the topic introduction, and then the topic questions. You can use video, TV shows, audio, internet websites, stories, anything you want to introduce the topic, and it can be in English or Korean. Then you need to tell us how to use the conversation strategies from the book, or you can make your own conversation strategies. Give us some examples, and then where you can find the strategies are in the discussion section of your textbook. Next, you need to create 5 topic questions that we can talk about during class. Make them really good thinking questions. For example, if you're talking about friends, don't just ask, how many friends do you have? Or who is your best friend? This example is a really good question. So, what would you do if you caught your best friend breaking the law? Would you call the police on them or help them hide it? Why would you do that? That's a really good question. It's a really good deep thinking question. Again, below is how I'm going to grade you so you know exactly how to get your points. If you're going to be teaching the lesson, that's 40 points that week. I'm going to be checking your introduction, conversation strategies, topic questions, and materials. This page right here is a template or a document that you can use to make your worksheet. You can make your own worksheet. You don't have to use mine, but if you want to, you can use this worksheet. This is under the file sections in Canvas. You can just download it, delete all the red information, and put your own information in it. Okay, finally, like we talked about earlier, we're going to be working in groups. We'll choose those next week. And there's going to be about 3 people in each group. We might change that. And you're going to stay in the same groups for the whole semester until the midterm exam. But I'm going to grade you individually. So if someone's not working hard in your group, don't worry. I'm going to be grading each person. Make sure everyone participates. And when you choose your groups, make sure that you choose people you can help, not just your friends. Next week, we'll be doing our lesson topics, so you don't need to know about this. We'll talk about that later. As we said, we're going to be using Canvas Online. Now, this is a new service we're going to be using in online classroom. Last year we used Edmodo, but we like Canvas more, so there might be some problems or issues. We're going to work to solve them, and please be patient. Also, in our Canvas class, other professors are going to be observing our class. Don't worry, they're not grading you, they just want to see how I set up the class. Our homework, you need to answer one question. What do you want to improve in your English skills during our class? So do you want to work on your confidence? Do you want to work on your vocabulary? Do you want to spend a lot of time talking? Anything you want to improve. Record and upload your response under the post. And then choose one student's recording, listen to it, and you can type back your response. And this is going to be due Saturday, 11:59, not Wednesday. So we had a lot of people join late. Now for your homework, under the file section, there's a PPT that says Introduction Activity PPT, PowerPoint presentation. You can look at that to get a step-by-step instruction on how to upload your videos to Canvas. If you have any questions, please write them down, and next week we're going to talk about this a lot more. I hope to see you guys next week, and have a great weekend. Bye.